Everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Harika. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how we can actually export the results that are there on a web page into a PDF. Okay. So in the previous video, we have seen. Okay, let me just maximize this. I'll hide this one. Okay, so in the previous video we have seen how we can actually take a screenshot of this, right? So now I'm going to export this whole details into a PDF. So firstly we have to understand this is a HTML, right? So let me show you. This is on a web page. So if you see here, it's a HTML. So I'm going to take this whole table. Okay, so if you see here, the results are in this particular table. When I hover on this table got highlighted. Perfect. So I want this particular selector. So now how we can actually do that? Firstly, we can extract the information from the HTML. That is the first step. And in the second step, those HTML results have to be exported into a PDF. So first thing, we have to extract the text from the HTML, which is on the web page. So for that, I'm going to write the code here. So I wanted to get element attribute. So this should be, we have to follow the indentations properly. Get element attribute. Okay, this is from rpa.browser.selenium. Okay, we have to give the locator. So what is the locator? I have sales results, right? Which is an ID. So I have shown in the previous videos how to write the selectors. If you haven't watched those videos, it's highly recommended to go and watch the previous videos. That gives you complete understanding of how to write the selectors. That's very, very important when you're automating a web application. And we have to give the attribute. So if you observe clearly, we wanted to get the whole information from that particular table, right? So in order to do that, it's the outer HTML attribute that we are going to use. So what this exactly does is this get element attribute. It takes two things. One is locator and other one is the attribute. The locator is this one. And what attribute you wanted to get? You wanted to take the outer HTML, which is the whole information of that particular table. Okay. And this needs to be stored inside a particular variable. So if you see here, we have to store it in a variable, right? So I am going to store it in, I'll give some variable name, which is like HTML element. Okay. So this is the variable name I have given. So you have to follow the indentations very properly, otherwise it's gonna throw error. So now the information is there inside this particular variable. That variable I wanted to convert into PDF. So what is this variable? It's a HTML element, right? So HTML to PDF. So if you observe here, we have a keyword HTML to PDF, right? What is the content? Where is the content present? Here in this variable, right? So copy this whole variable and paste it over here. What is the output path? Where exactly you wanted to store? So the best practice is you can store inside this particular output directory. So how to write that? We all know. In the previous video, I have shown you output directory, and you have to attach something to it, right? So backslash and what is the file name that you wanted to store it as? Sales results, and it will store it in a PDF. So .pdf. Okay. Perfect. So once that is done, just save it and we will run the workflow. And now we'll see what's going to happen. So this will execute the workflow right from the beginning. I'm just making sure that I've given this export results to PDF in the task. Okay. So the process is running. As of now, you can see there's no PDF file created over here. So it's running and it's creating the what I can say, the values inside the form. It's filling the form so with all the values that are there in Excel. So this will be the last video for this particular level 1, but also I am going to talk about the things that we can do in control room and all. So you can watch that videos in the upcoming session. So in the previous videos, if you haven't watched, go and do check out the video, playlist, Robocop level 1 certification playlist. And after this, I'm going to upload one video on the quiz so that you can assess your knowledge of where you are actually standing and how much you are actually getting from all these. Then you can go and crack the certification as well. So the entries are almost done. We are left with 10 more. So once after all these entries are done, it has to extract the whole result in the HTML page into a PDF. That's the agenda. Okay. Let's see, whenever it is happening, it's refreshing and checking if see, and then the file got created, right? So let me go over here and open this. Not new file, sorry. So if you see, the file got opened and we have all the 50 entries over here, right? Perfect. And now this is about exporting the results from HTML to PDF. Okay, so this is good. I think you got clarity about this part. And after that, the last part is we will log out from that application. Okay, log out from application. So how we can actually do this is normal click action. We all know that we have a keyword called click button. So from the click button, I'm going to take the selector, which is logout. Okay, so we all know how to take the selector. So selector is very crucial when you're doing web UI automation. So for this, either I can go for ID logout or I can just take the text. You can check out any way it's possible. Okay, so I have taken logout, and after that, I'm going to close the browser. So we have close browser keyword, which is already existing in the rpa.selenium.browser. Sorry, rpa.browser.selenium. In that library, we already have it. Okay, so you can just get it from there. So once after that's done, this is finished. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to explain you one small concept here. So let's say when the process is running, you can see in the panel here, 3 chromes were open and 3 chromes were related to the same thing, which is robot spare bin, right? So while I was doing some action, either if I'm not logging out, maybe because of some application issue or maybe because of some exception, which is unexpected. Because of that, the bot has stopped in middle and it couldn't finish the complete execution. That is cleaning up. It hasn't finished the cleaning up. Okay. In that case, you will, whenever you start the process again, you will see multiple chromes which were open, multiple browsers that were already open. Okay, so it's very important to clean up the code also when the process, even if it couldn't end up the process clearly. So during that time, if you still wanted to close the browser and log out from the application, then if you want this particular piece of code to run no matter what, okay, no matter what is happening in the process, then you should keep this particular task under a particular keyword, which is teardown. Okay, so I'm going to copy this task name and keep it under task. Okay, here, and I'm going to mention, so you can see teardown. So if you just use this particular keyword, what's going to happen is, no matter whatever the exception that happens in any of this particular task, this will be executed irrespective of all of those exceptions. Okay, that means we are going to clean up the closing the browser and all these things we are going to perform no matter whatever happening in the process. Okay, so quickly I will start and finish up the process. Okay, so you can see the browser is also getting closed and logging out from the application. So those are the 2 things that we are adding up over here. So we can see the process has started. Okay, it is filling up the form. Once after it fills up and takes a screenshot and uploads the result into the PDF, it's gonna tear down. Even if there is an exception, it's gonna do. So there are chances, right? In when we are doing the things in the production, there are chances that we encounter application issue or something of that sort. And during that time, maybe something goes wrong, but still, if you want everything to be closed and clean, then this is the best practice that you can follow. So remember these things like library names, keyword names, and return types and all these things very importantly, because that's where you have to keep them handy while developing a project or something like that. And when I give you the quiz, I will be giving most of them as such, and also it will be very useful while you're clearing the certification. And also I hope that will be helpful for clearing interviews also if you are going to attend any on Robocop. So we are almost done. It's just 6 entries that it's gonna finish it up, and it's gonna log out and close the browser. So on below you can see there are 4 browser windows open. So it has to close. Yeah, it has logged out and it has closed. Okay. So exit code is 1. See, this is perfect, right? So even though there's a failure, we could see that the browser got closed. And now we will go here and see what is the issue, where it has actually gone wrong. Okay. You can see in the task export results to PDF. Here it has gone wrong. Okay. Okay. So here if you see permission denied. Okay. And if you see the file is already opened. I have already opened the file, and that could be the issue, writing output to the file. So the permission is denied. So this is perfect example of how the tear down works. Even though there's an issue, we still want the robot to go ahead and clear off everything, like closing the browser and logging out from the application, so that it will be clean when it executes the next time. So this is all, guys. This is very much clear, and I could show you with example also. So yeah, till now the whole task for this level 1 certification is finished, and there are few other concepts like control room and all. I will explain them in the future videos, and I will release the quiz on this whole level 1 certification, so you could able to answer them. So if you are watching this for the first time, please do watch the earlier videos also. And if you find this video useful, please give a thumbs up. And also, thank you so much. Do subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.